Why has Ripple failed?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That is the only thing that's perceptibly valuable about Ripple, XRP, the currency that they don't really even need on the platform. And the reason is because the business model is flawed and banks don't really want it, and it doesn't solve enough of a problem, right? And that's super important.
Dad, this is ridiculous.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him.
Yeah, so that clip was from 2018, and that babyface guy, he is a senior manager at Accenture, who is one of the earliest investors in the Ripple company and is a Ripple partner. Well, guys, let's go ahead. Look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies of the day. Bam! Got Bitcoin up 1.14% on the day. Ethereum ripping a 4%er. XRP just down 0.07% on the day, really just consolidating. And Dogecoin up 42% in the last 24 hours, 100% in the last 7 days. Dogecoin has officially dethroned Cardano. Let's see how long that lasts, though. Yeah, Dogecoin's just ripping some fat candles just because of Elon, storming into Twitter headquarters, putting his foot down that he's the new owner of the place. And people think Dogecoin is going to, benefit from Elon Musk owning Twitter. So, nonetheless, great to see a top 10 cryptocurrency rip a 40% in one day. Have not seen that in, quite a while. But that's cryptocurrency for you. Real work, real fundamentals, and real world utility don't mean anything over here. Anyways, guys, everyone's getting an amicus brief. Let me tell you, everybody is getting an amicus brief. It's like Oprah Winfrey, man. You get an amicus brief. You get an amicus brief. Everybody gets an amicus brief. Absolutely everyone. Look at this from James K. Fillon. Investor Choice Advocates Network has formally filed its amicus brief in support of Ripple. SEC has given up objecting with the 5th amicus brief. You think they're going to reject the 6th one? Don't think so. Don't think so. Next one. This is kind of a more in-depth one, but Jake Chervinsky announces that I'm proud to announce that the Blockchain Association has filed an amicus brief in the SEC's case against Ripple. In short, the SEC is wrong on the law, and its pattern of regulation by enforcement is harmful to both U.S. crypto companies and the investors that it's meant to protect. From our introduction and summary of argument, SEC Chair Gary Gensler recently opined. Guys, how come is it through the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit, I am seeing words I've never seen in my life? Maybe because I didn't go to college or something, but what is that word, man? I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to try. Anyways, without significant explanation that the vast majority of tokens are securities, put simply, that view cannot be the law. For years, the SEC has refused to provide guidance on the definition of an investment contract. Instead, the SEC pretends the law is clear and then pronounces its views for the first time in actions like this one. That's regulation by enforcement. Yet again, the SEC has expressed its views on crypto to a federal court in a motion for a summary judgment rather than to the American people in guidance or rulemaking. The SEC's views are wrong as a matter of law and policy. Our brief explains why. Here are the highlights. The fatal flaw in the SEC's position is its failure to distinguish primary sales from downstream transactions in the secondary market. The SEC ignores the difference between promises that go along with a token sale and the token itself. As a result, the SEC doesn't seem to even bother analyzing whether secondary sales of XRP qualify as securities transactions, despite alleging violations through present day. Instead, the SEC apparently takes the position, once a security, always a security, no matter what. The distinction between primary and secondary sales is critical. The SEC allegations about the secondary market led U.S. trading platforms to delist XRP in December 2020, causing a dramatic price crash and hurting the same XRP holders whom the SEC is supposed to protect. I really got to know. I don't know if we're ever going to find out, but it should be our duty as an XRP community to do everything we can to find out, did any SEC officials, did anybody close to the SEC officials, did anybody working with the SEC officials, maybe part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, was there anybody that was aware the lawsuit was coming and traded on insider information? I have a really, really bad suspicion that there are some high-ranking people that opened up some very, very big short contracts in XRP prior to the information being released. I'm just saying, in the world we live in today, we now have the Hinman emails, Hinman drafts, Hinman documents blowing up the SEC's face in court. I gotta know, there's gotta be some people that insider traded this thing, dude. I mean, they brought this cryptocurrency like a pretty much guaranteed 70-80% crash. Somebody had to be insider trading this thing, man. Somebody had to be insider trading this thing. But anyways, yeah, dude, that is 2 more amicus briefs on a single day. This is now a total of 7 goddamn amicus briefs in support of Ripple. And this guy, Jake Chervinsky, has actually publicly announced that he really doesn't like the XRP community. They don't like how they treat him and how they're like responding to him. He's not a pro XRP guy. He's a head of policy at the Blockchain Association. And the Blockchain Association is not even like a pro Ripple XRP thing, but they're still, even not being pro Ripple XRP, are still supporting Ripple in the court of law because they know, even though they hate Ripple and XRP because we work with the banks and the suits, even though they hate it, if the SEC wins this case, all of crypto is not going to be looking too good. All right, next one. This is kind of pretty funny here from the crypto meme guy. Close out this message here. The FIB level of the SEC is off the charts. Look for a reversal in their stand that XRP is a security. And you guys just got to see this here. XRP amicus brief chart. No one gave a shit. John Deaton, Hinman emails, Ripple kicking SEC's ass, BitBoy September, Hoskins and Grant conspiracy. Everyone shows up, Blockchain Association. Honestly, I like that meme right there. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I had to talk to you guys about today. You know, XRP on the charts. It's doing its regular thing. It's doing the regular thing. It's kind of trading in a range here. Let's go ahead and pull up the daily chart real quick. It's trading in a range. It's trading in a range. It's got a nice support level here, which I'm not calling it a quadruple bottom. It's really more of a double bottom, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points on this support. So I am honestly thinking it is time. No, not that. It's time for this, man. It's time for this. You just got that mid-pump activity after almost doubling in price. It looks like it's unsure what it wants to do. We got to start heading up, and I really, really do appreciate how we got this little kind of scoop going on right there. Little cup formation that you can kind of see. I think we are quite primed for an explosion. Take a look at the weekly chart here, and look at that, man. It is Saturday. We got 23 hours, 40 minutes left on the weekly chart, and the sellers have failed yet again. Yet again, the sellers have failed. You know, they did some good damage right here. They tried right here, failed, tried right here, failed, tried right here, failed. And now what you have, which is something I have seen in many, many charts. It's a really simple pattern, but it happens very often. I mean, I wouldn't even per se call it a pattern. It's just kind of a scenario that happens. It's like you have the big like initiating candle. The following candle after that becomes really weak. Then the next candle after that is even smaller than the previous one. So what happens in this scenario is it turns into a really aggressive buy for traders. Let me kind of try to explain that a little better here. It's like you have 3 candles in a row and each one gets consecutively smaller. And that can happen, you know, going up or going down. But here you got like the initial big one. And then the next one, it's very, very small with a lot of wick. And then the next one is even smaller than that. So what is this telling traders? Yeah, the direction they're going is getting incredibly weak, thus becoming a very aggressive buy for traders. So I am expecting XRP. We are going to be pumping. All right. All right, guys. Well, that is the video for today. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe down below. And I will go ahead and see you guys in the next one.